Guten Tag. This is the Retro Tech 120p challenge, isn't it? So, yeah, this is China Gate by Technos Japan. It came out in 1988. It wasn't converted to anything. And it's based on Journey to the West, that famous Chinese story from the 1700s, which you may know better as Monkey Magic if you were watching the television back in the early 80s. I think that was on. I never saw it. I don't think I was that into it, but yeah, it's had a load of games based on it, Beyond Good and Evil, that kind of thing. So yeah, very famous folklore tale that. This plays a bit like a cross between Kung Fu and Outfoxies. Chunky, colourful sprites, not many moves, but it's quite good fun. It's quite good fun. It looks a bit like I don't know. I can imagine this on a Master System. Which is a bit of a shame it didn't come out on it, really. Or a very, very early Mega Drive game. Yeah, not a lot of depth to it, but yeah, you got a button for jumping, a button for twatting things, and a button for magic, should you get some. That monkey magic. And you can choose between 3 characters, all from the folklore tale. Now, the Retro Tech 120p challenge is basically you can have as many goes as you want, but as soon as you press record, it's just you in 20p and see how far you get. And then you submit it to a Facebook group where you can then add a game to the wheel, and maybe your game will come up that next week, and you can show off about how good you are on it. So good, right? Yeah. Not a lot to say anymore on this, so I'm going to do my mid-rubbings and talk about, bring the tone right down. We'll talk about genital facts, and this time we're going to have 3 random facts I found on the internet about monkeys, because this is monkey magic, and no one makes magic in the bedroom like the monkeys. I don't know that from personal experience. I've heard tales and been viewing dodgy things on the internet. I haven't. Not to do with monkeys. Right, so good. Male and female Barbary macaques are promiscuous, often having sex with many partners. This means that in the males, the sperm levels can get drained. Females shout to indicate when they are most fertile, so males can make the most of their sperm. Make the most of their sperm. That's a sentence that I wrote down. Fact number 2, and we're going to stay with the macaques. Male and female long-tailed varieties of the macaque in Bali have been seen to pleasure themselves using stones. And by stones, I mean small rocks, not England defender John Stones. Although there was a rumour that was quickly refuted, but he's not allowed back in Indonesia. Again, I should point out that that's not true. I don't want to get sued by Manchester City defender John Stones. And fact number 3, because we're there already. Capuchins are incredibly promiscuous, especially female ones. But they do this not because they're big hoes, but because they do it out of maternal protection. You see, a male is less likely to attack an infant if there's a chance that that's his kid. It sounds like the plotline for Shameless. But there we go. That's your genital facts done for the week. As we advance to the second level. And I will tell you what's coming up on the channel this week. As soon as I remember. Yeah, good. I believe the much delayed Hoops episode is coming out because I decided to go with the Olympics anyway. No, it's not. It's WWF European Rampage on the Amiga and Commodore 64, which is a wrestling game because SummerSlam's on, and then it's the Hoops. I've just remembered. Yeah, so that's a really terrible wrestling game. So if you've been waiting for some wrestling content for a while, there you go. There's your wrestling content. That'll keep you cheery in the winter months, even though it's summer. Yeah, good. Yeah, please do join in, as I say, every week, especially with a game like this, because it's not particularly taxing on the brain, so you can just go in and wally some goblins and some goons with a big stick, and then everyone will think you're the coolest guy in town. Because there's nothing like being a violent ape and attacking monsters, is there? I don't think I've actually ever read or watched anything to do with Journey to the West. So I don't actually know what it's about. I saw at the beginning that I'd obviously nicked something, and I don't know if that's the main story of it or if this is like a spin-off tale. I do know that thing in the background there with the wings, the dragon, I presume, is a very handsome beast, isn't it? That's something that will look a bit ostentatious though in most living rooms in England. So if you're thinking about getting a golden statue in your house, probably don't. But yeah, look, as you can see, I've died, so I'm going to do the wrapping up bit now, and I'm going to say that you should join in, and I will leave a link down below to the group, and you can have a look at people who will get further than that, because that was a terrible effort, and I think I've brought great shame upon my family, and I will be committing seppuku. It's how you say it, isn't it? Although, I mean, this is a game about Chinese folklore, not Japanese, but it is a Japanese company because it was Technos Japan that made it. So, nah. And yeah, thanks for joining us, and Kay, thanks, bye.